Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we dive deep into the fascinating story of the 2012 D1 coin, a seemingly ordinary piece of currency that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike due to some extraordinary errors and mistakes that have escalated its value to an astonishing $95 million. As we embark on this intriguing journey, we will explore the backdrop of the United States Mint's operations, the processes that lead to coin production, and ultimately, how a simple penny transformed into one of the most valuable coins of our time. The story begins in 2012, a year that marked notable developments in various aspects of life in the United States, including the economy, politics, and yes, even the realm of numismatics. While the nation was grappling with various challenges, including economic recovery and political debates, a small yet significant phenomenon was unfolding within the walls of the United States Mint. The 2012 D1 coin was minted in Denver, and like most coins produced, it was expected to circulate freely among the public, fulfilling its role as a unit of currency. However, unknown to many, numerous anomalies occurred during the minting process. These errors would lead to a cascade of interest from collectors, creating an entirely new market for this particular coin and skyrocketing its value beyond recognition. As we delve into the specifics of these errors and mistakes, let's first understand how coins are typically produced. Coin production involves several intricate steps, starting from design and die making to the actual striking of the coins. Each step is carefully monitored to ensure quality and precision. However, despite the Mint's stringent processes, errors can and do occur. In the case of the 2012 D1 coin, it is believed that a combination of human error, equipment malfunction, and environmental factors all played a role in creating some very unique variations of this penny. What truly distinguishes the 2012 D1 coin from its counterparts is the classification of its errors. Among these, the most notable is the presence of a double die, a phenomenon where the coin's design is inadvertently struck twice. This error can manifest in several areas of the coin, often leading to a thickening or distortion of certain letters or numbers on the coin. Many collectors and numismatists are extremely fascinated by double dies due to their rarity and the artistic quality they impart to the coin, resulting in heightened demand. Furthermore, the 2012 D1 coin experienced an unusual occurrence of what is known as a wrong planchette error. This is when a coin is struck on a blank intended for a different denomination or type, which can dramatically change its appearance and characteristics. In this case, the 1 coins were struck on aluminum planches instead of the standard copper-plated zinc. Such an error not only makes the coin visually distinct but also signifies a significant deviation from the intended production, significantly ramping up its perceived value among collectors. Additionally, the 2012 D1 coin also features notable examples of off-center strikes, which occur when the coin blank is not properly aligned with the dies at the time of striking. This can lead to a portion of the design being clipped from the coin, giving it a unique look that is highly sought after. Off-center strikes are often indicative of a manufacturing oversight that is difficult to replicate, further contributing to their rarity and desirability. As we explore the various types of errors associated with the 2012 D1 coin, it is essential to take into account the collector mentality and the psychological factors that drive the value of errors in coinage. Within the numismatic community, coins with rare errors are often perceived as treasures, as they defy the normal standards of production. Collectors engaging in the pursuit of completing their collections are frequently on the lookout for such limited versions of coins, resulting in a spike in demand that can dramatically increase prices, especially for items as unique as the 2012 D1 piece. Moreover, the world of coin collecting also operates within the nuances of grading and authentication, which play crucial roles in determining the value of any coin, particularly those with errors. The process of grading involves assessing the condition, rarity, and overall aesthetic appeal of a coin, while authentication is focused on confirming its legitimacy and identifying the specific errors present. In the case of the 2012 D1 coin, factors such as certification from professional grading services can add significantly to its appeal and, consequently, its market value. The establishment of established grading scales has allowed collectors to make informed decisions about their purchases, and coins that receive higher grades often command prices exponentially higher than those with lower grading. Consequently, the confluence of error types, collector mentality, and rigorous grading standards has propelled the worth of certain 2012 D1 coins into stratospheric territory, achieving values that come close to, or even surpass, those seen in the million-dollar range. Beyond simply being valuable in a monetary sense, the allure of the 2012 D1 coin lies in the stories encapsulated within each era. These coins carry not only financial value but also historical significance. They serve as markers of an atypical moment in coin production and represent the quirks of the minting process that can occur despite the best efforts to maintain standards. Collectors who acquire these coins often see themselves as custodians of history and hold a deep appreciation for the unique circumstances that led to the creation of their prized possessions. As we continue to unpack the multifaceted value associated with the 2012 D1 coin, it's important to touch upon the growing influence of digital platforms, social media, and online marketplaces which have revolutionized the world of coin collecting. In the past, serious collectors relied heavily on local coin shops, conventions, and trade shows to discuss and acquire their desired pieces. However, with the emergence of the internet and specialized online marketplaces, the collectible coin industry has witnessed an influx of interest from individuals across the globe. This new wave of interest is particularly poignant for coins with errors, as collectors no longer have to rely solely on local markets to find rare pieces. Through social media platforms, enthusiasts are able to connect, collaborate, and share information about invaluable coins like the 2012 D1 piece, effectively building communities of collectors who put value on sharing knowledge and experiences. This interconnectedness has allowed the market for error coins to expand dynamically, fueling demand and driving prices even higher. As we consider the economic factors driving this surge in interest, it's critical to note the role of speculation and investment in the collectibles market. The prospect of owning a significantly rare, error-laden coins such as the 2012 D1 piece appeals not only to traditional collectors but also to investors seeking alternative assets. In recent years, the collectibles market has gained traction as an investment strategy, with individuals seeing the potential for significant returns on these unique pieces of history. The rise of online auctions and sale platforms has only served to heighten this effect, as bidding wars often emerge for these valuable coins, further inflating their market price. It becomes increasingly evident that the 2012 D1 coin is not just a penny, it is a symbol of the possibilities and unpredictabilities that exist in the world of numismatics. As we wrap up this exploration of the 2012 D1 coin and its incredible value, we must consider its future. While the coin is already considered one of the most sought-after pieces within the numismatic community, it prompts the question, what's next for error coins? As trends in collecting ebb and flow, will the value of the 2012 D1 continue to rise, or will new coins emerge to capture the attention and investment of collectors? Whatever the case may be, the 2012 D penny continues to stand tall as a testament to the rich tapestry of errors, mistakes, and fascinating stories that surround the world of coin collecting. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope you enjoyed uncovering the complexities and value of the 2012 D1 coin and that you'll stick around for more captivating content in the future. Next, 1973 D1 USA coin. Today we'll explore an incredible piece of numismatic history that has captured the awe and intrigue of collectors and investors around the world. The 1973 D1 coin, a simple coin that has seen its value skyrocket to a staggering $84 million due to a series of extraordinary errors and mistakes made during its minting process. This isn't just another penny, it represents a unique confluence of human error, mechanical malfunction, and the unforeseen adventures of coinage production that resulted in some highly coveted varieties that are now considered treasures. As we delve into this fascinating narrative, you'll better understand why this particular 1-cent coin elicits such fervent passion among collectors and contributes to its astonishing market value. Our journey begins in 1973, a year marked by significant events in the United States, from political changes to cultural milestones. Amidst these notable happenings, the U.S. Mint in Denver was hard at work, producing billions of coins to meet the demands of commerce. In this year, the 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, was minted using a copper-coated zinc composition that had been standard since the 1980s. However, during the minting process, several anomalies transpired that would ultimately lead to a rare and valuable coin that commands an astonishing price today. One of the most significant errors associated with the 1973 D1-cent coin is the phenomenon known as a double die. A double die occurs when the die used to stamp the coin experiences an offset during production, leading to a coin that features an image or inscription stamped twice in a slightly misaligned fashion. For the 1973 D, specific letters and details may appear doubled, often resulting in a pronounced and visually striking effect. Collectors are typically on the hunt for these varieties, as they not only represent a deviation from the expected minting process but also possess a unique artistic quality that makes them truly standout pieces. The hunt for 1973 D double die cents has attracted the attention of many numismatists. Some specimens have reportedly sold for millions of dollars due to their rarity. Furthermore, coupled with the allure of the double die coin, the 1973 D1-cent coin also falls under the category of incorrect planches. This error occurs when a coin is struck on a planchet intended for another denomination, leading to a dramatic alteration in the coin's design and specifications. In the case of the 1973 D1-cent coin, some may have been mistakenly struck on planches meant for 5-cent pieces or other denominations, which creates a coin that looks substantially different from its 1-cent counterparts. Not only does this further increase the demand among collectors, but it also opens the door to a rich history of errors that collectors are often eager to uncover. The existence of such erroneous coins can reflect the mishaps that occur behind the scenes at the mint, and the story adds context and significance to these rare pieces, elevating their worth in the eyes of collectors. In addition to double dies and incorrect planches, yet another type of error to consider is the off-center strike. This occurs when a coin blank is not properly aligned with the die at the moment of minting, resulting in a coin that is struck off-center. The aesthetic appeal of off-center strikes often draws the attention of collectors, as they add an element of uniqueness to the coin. In the context of the 1973 D1 cent, if an off-center strike leaves a portion of the design, including the date and mint mark, missing or unrecognizable, it can become even more valuable due to its uniqueness and rarity. The fascination surrounding errors and their inherent scarcity often fuels the market, with dedicated collectors seeking to complete their collections with these extraordinary finds, meaning auctions for such coins can escalate to extraordinary prices, thereby contributing to the $84 million valuation associated with the 1973 D1 cent coin. With these intriguing errors in mind, it is also critical to understand the culture and community surrounding coin collecting. The world of numismatics is not only about financial investment but also about shared passion and appreciation for history. Collectors often view themselves as custodians of past eras, seeking out coins that tell stories about the time in which they were created. The 1973 D coin, with its unique errors and anomalies, acts as a tangible link to the history of US currency. It reflects not just the known processes, but also the mistakes that occur, adding an unexpected layer to the narrative of minting and reflecting the complexities that come with human endeavor. The emotional and historical connections that collectors foster with coins like the 1973 D1 cent are significant aspects of the hobby. It instills a sense of wonder and fuels the desire to seek knowledge about the origins and circumstances leading to the creation of these rare pieces of currency. As we consider the factors influencing the value of the 1973 D1 cent coin, we must also evaluate the role of grading and authentication in the collectibles market. When collectors and investors examine coins, they rely on established grading systems to determine their quality and rarity. Coins are assessed based on their condition and level of preservation, ultimately impacting their market value. Specialized grading services play a vital role in this process, certifying the authenticity of coins and ranking them based on recognized standards. Higher grades generally correlate with increased value in the marketplace. Thus, a 1973 D1 coin that has been authenticated as possessing rare errors and is a high-grade specimen could become a prized possession worth millions. Such certified pieces typically attract heightened interest in auctions or through private sales, further driving up the perceived and actual monetary worth. Furthermore, online marketplaces and auction platforms have revolutionized the way collectors buy, sell, and trade coins, facilitating an expansive network of enthusiasts eager to discover rare or valuable pieces like the 1973 D1 coin. The virtual nature of these platforms allows for global accessibility, uniting collectors across the world. As social media has flourished, it has played a crucial role in creating communities centered on numismatics, providing spaces for enthusiasts to share their collections and discuss trading strategies. The increased visibility and ease of access to diverse marketplaces empower collectors to find and acquire one-of-a-kind pieces and pushes prices for rare errors, such as those found on the 1973 D1 coin, to unprecedented levels. In addition to the cultural and social implications driving the demand for the 1973 D1 coin, it's essential to consider economic factors as well. In recent years, coin collecting has increasingly been viewed as an alternative investment strategy that appeals to those seeking diversifying their portfolio. As the stock market fluctuates and economic uncertainty lingers, investors have become more inclined to seek tangible assets, including rare coins. The dynamics of this burgeoning investment market have further fueled interest in iconic coins, and those that showcase unique errors, such as the 1973 D1 coin, become especially desirable in this context. Collectors and investors recognize that rare coins with intriguing backstories and historical significance possess the potential for sustained appreciation in value, allowing them to be viewed not just as collectibles but also as assets with longevity in the market. Investors are increasingly drawn to the allure of rare coins not only because of their investment potential but also due to the emotional connection that many collectors have with these historical artifacts. The 1973 D1 coin exemplifies this perfect intersection of fascination and value, forging links between financial investment, history, and art. As valuable and intriguing as this coin is, we must also contemplate its future. What does the ongoing interest in error coins and the 1973 D1 coin signify for numismatics moving forward? Will the market continue to expand, or will trends shift, propelling a new generation of collectors and investors toward different coins? Will newer errors capture the numismatic community's imagination in a way that pushes the 1973 D further into the background, or will it forever hold a special place in collectors' hearts due to its storied past? Despite uncertainty surrounding future trends, one thing remains clear: the 1973 D1 coin will continue to represent more than just a monetary unit. It encapsulates a rich narrative of production mishaps, collector passion, and a shared history that transcends generations, marking its space in both numismatic conversations and the realm of investment. As we conclude this exploration of the 1973 D1 coin and reflect on the extraordinary $84 million valuation associated with it, we appreciate its multifaceted nature, its errors, its stories, and the specialization surrounding its collection. Thank you for joining us as we unravel the mystery behind this astonishing coin and the world of rare errors that surrounds it. We hope you found this journey both enlightening and captivating. Keep exploring, keep collecting, and don't forget to join us next time for another deep dive into the remarkable stories that coins tell through time. Last 1976 1 cent USA coin. Today we have an exhilarating topic that delves into the extraordinary world of coin collecting and the history that shapes our understanding of currency. The 1976 1 cent coin, a humble penny that has, against all odds, garnered a valuation of an astonishing $48 million due to a plethora of errors and mistakes made during its minting process. This seemingly ordinary coin has become a treasure trove of significance for numismatists, not only for the monetary value it commands but also for the stories it encapsulates about the production processes of the United States Mint and the quirks of currency strikes that can catapult a simple penny into the realm of investment. As we embark on this enthralling journey into the past, we will uncover the specific errors, understand the factors contributing to this astronomical valuation, and appreciate the cultural and historical significance that surrounds this unique cent. Our tale begins in the year 1976, a pivotal time in American history marked by the nation's celebration of its bicentennial. Coinciding with this momentous occasion, the U.S. Mint was engaged in minting various coins to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence, and one of the notable projects was the introduction of a special bicentennial reverse design for the quarter dollar and specific changes in other denominations, including the 1-cent coin. During this period, the 1-cent coin was primarily made of a copper-plated zinc composition, which was standard practice, and yet, unbeknownst to many at the time, several production anomalies would later emerge that would leave an indelible mark on the numismatic community. When we discuss the value of the 1976 1-cent coin, we must first understand the technological and human factors that could lead to errors during minting. Coin production involves meticulous processes, including die cutting, striking, and quality control to ensure that every coin meets the rigorous standards set by the mint. However, as is often the case, no system is foolproof, and during the various stages of production, errors can, and do, occur, leading to the creation of coins with distinct characteristics that deviate from the norm. One of the most notable errors associated with the 1976 1-cent coin is the phenomenon known as the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank is not perfectly aligned with the die during the striking process, resulting in a coin that is visually misaligned, with portions of the design cut off. Off-center strikes of the 1976 penny have become particularly sought after by collectors because they represent a deviation from the expected and signify a production oversight that few coins in circulation or even in collections might possess. The aesthetic appeal of off-center striking adds to the allure of these coins, which can often sell for significant amounts of money, turning what would otherwise be a mundane penny into a prized possession. In addition to off-center strikes, the 1976 1-cent coin sees other fascinating errors that amplify its numismatic value. One prominent example is the presence of multiple die varieties that contribute to the coin's overall complexity. A die variety can arise from numerous factors, including wear and tear on the coin engraving dies, or unexpected misalignments or distortions that take place during production. For the 1976 1-cent, collectors have identified different types of die varieties, involving variations in letter positioning, mint marks, and other design attributes that make each coin unique. Coin varieties pique the interest of collectors because they are often rare and can be highly valuable. Those that feature notable markings or unusual characteristics tend to attract particular attention and command premium prices at auctions and through private sales. As we delve deeper into the realm of errors associated with the 1976 1-cent coin, it is essential to also notarize the significance of the incorrect planchette error. Planchette errors refer to instances when a coin is struck on metal intended for a different denomination. This could mean that a 1976 penny was struck on a blank intended for a nickel or even a quarter, creating a coin that looks markedly different from what was originally intended. Such errors are exceptionally prized among collectors due to their rarity and the narrative they tell about the minting process. As with other types of error coins, those featuring incorrect planchette strikes can attract attention at auctions, with bidding for particularly unusual examples often leading to astonishing price tags that underscore the coin's desirability. With an understanding of these errors, we must consider the emotional and historical significance that the 1976 1-cent coin holds for numismatists. Coin collecting is not solely about monetary investment, it involves a profound appreciation for history, culture, and the nuances that accompany the production of currency over time. The 1976 1-cent coin serves as a tangible connection to an essential moment in U.S. history, its bicentennial, reflecting both a national identity and the artistry of coinage production. As collectors pursue these coins, They often engage in deeper discussions about the historical context, exploring themes of democracy, independence, and the evolution of the American monetary system. The appeal of these coins can transcend financial value, evoking pride in ownership and an understanding of the complexity of historical narratives encapsulated in currency. The community surrounding coin collecting has also played a significant role in elevating the value of coins like the 1976 1 cent. Over time, dedicated collectors have formed networks and societies, meeting at conventions and sharing insights, tips, and discoveries. Such communal engagement breeds a culture of knowledge sharing and fuels the enthusiasm surrounding coin varieties and eras. Many collectors participate in online forums and social media groups, where passionate discussions flourish, and individuals have the opportunity to showcase their collections and engage with like-minded enthusiasts. The sense of belonging and shared passion fosters an environment where rare coins, including those with prominent eras, are celebrated and sought after, further driving interest and value in the marketplace. This community aspect has not only facilitated the sharing of information about the 1976 1 cent, but has also laid the groundwork for increased visibility and awareness of collectible coins. On that note, we must also consider the impact of grading and authentication on the value of the 1976 1 cent coin. Professional grading services play an integral role in establishing the legitimacy and quality of coins. They assess coins based on their condition, identifying details, and any significant errors. A high-grade coin with notable errors can command extraordinarily high prices, significantly affecting its marketplace value. Collectors turn to grading services not only to determine coins' worth but also to certify their authenticity. Coins with certification are generally more attractive to buyers and investors, leading to a stronger market demand for error pieces like the 1976 1 cent. The rise of online collecting communities and auction platforms has also transformed the way collectors buy and sell coins. In the past, transactions were primarily face-to-face, often limited to local coin shops or conventions. Now, thanks to digital marketplaces, collectors have unprecedented access to global networks, allowing them to find rare and unique coins like the 1976 penny. This accessibility has significantly contributed to the value of error coins, often leading to competitive bidding wars and driving prices higher in auction scenarios. As the interest in coins continues to grow, it is clear that the 1976 1 cent coin has captivated not just the imaginations of collectors but has also embedded itself in the narrative of American history and cultural heritage. With telephone bids, online auctions, and live sales dominating the market, coins like the 1976 penny have found new audiences and are often showcased as prime examples of historical currency that speaks to the evolution of numismatics. Additionally, the factors driving the market for coins like the 1976 1 cent coin can be influenced by broader economic trends. As alternative investment strategies become more popular due to stock market volatility or financial uncertainty, collectors view rare coins as tangible assets that can appreciate over time. Economic factors, such as inflation, contribute to this trend, as investors seek ways to hedge their portfolios against market fluctuations. As a result, coins like the 1976 1 cent, with their unique characteristics and rich histories, may appeal to a new generation of investors looking for alternatives to conventional assets. Furthermore, the continual interest in error coins reflects a larger trend in collecting psychology, wherein the thrill of the hunt and the potential for discovery encapsulates the essence of what attracts individuals to this engaging hobby. Beyond simple investment, the quest for rarity, uniqueness, and the narrative fabric woven through each coin unites collectors in a shared pursuit of knowledge and history. As we reflect on the story of the 1976 1 cent coin and its astonishing valuation of $48 million, we are reminded that this penny is not merely a piece of currency. It embodies the complexity of the minting process, the artistry of design, and the unpredictable nature of human involvement in production. Each error, misalignment, and unique characteristic contributes to a richer narrative that numbers and coins alone cannot convey. With all these facets in mind, the question of the future remains: how will emerging trends in collecting evolve?